Joined now by the head coach of the Flames and Lady Flames after the Lady Flames won their 5th straight GSC Indoor Championship. The Flames won their 3rd. And coach, it was a complete team performance on both sides, both in the field and the track. Let's start with the women first. Just talk about the performance, especially from Liesl and McKenna, getting some big performances.
Yeah, it was great with Liesl. Specifically last year she had the shoulder issues where her shoulders came out of place, and then just seeing her be strong throughout the whole competition. And she ended up scoring 29 points, which was huge. And then, we just had a lot of women really step up. I mean, even in events that we didn't really think we were going to have, we were like the shot put and the weight throw. Those were 2 events we thought we weren't going to score in. And Samara stepped up big and got 7th in the weight throw. And then, Bryn went in the pole vault after having a phenomenal year this year and he a national qualifier. And then the women's distance relay, I mean, that was probably our best performance of the meet. They're ranked 5th nationally, which is huge. And I still think they can probably go faster, but definitely, overall big team performance. And for us, I felt like this was honestly probably the least amount of individual events we've ever won at a championship, but we still scored just as many points just because our depth's there. And we were scoring, 3 to 5 athletes deep per event. Normally we only have 1 or 2 people scoring per event. So, but we got a lot of good depth on the women's side, and we return everybody next year, which we're super excited about. We have a couple of seniors that won't be around with us, but overall, we've got the core group coming back and a lot of good freshmen coming in for next year. So feel really good about what it looks like going into outdoor for us this season and then going into next year.
Switching gears to the men, Cale Kaysen does what Cale does.
Yeah.
He wins in a lot of events, but Camden Williams stepped up. We interviewed him as well. He won in the shot put. Talk about the depth of the men's team and picking up points in other spots.
Yeah, so definitely in the throws, we did not expect that at all. I think on the weight throw side, Matt was picked first coming in, but that was pretty much it, and then he wins and Camden gets 2nd and then Braxton gets 5th place. And then in the shot put, we were supposed to get 3rd, and Camden ended up winning that, which was huge, hit a huge school record. And then Ian Trill got 7th for us. But the throws were phenomenal on the men's side. And the men, we scored, multi-digit points in every single event. I think that's what really helped us out a lot. And, just really good, a great core group there, like same thing with the women. And, really excited just with Cale, the jump that he had in the high jump. He went 7 feet, which puts him ranked number 10 nationally. And, but yeah, a lot of great things, and looks like we got a few more weeks ahead of us, and it'll be fun to see how we end up doing at the national stage.
You talked about the depth. Let's talk about overall just the depth of this program from top to bottom. You're talking about everyone getting points, even when they're not expected to get points.
Yeah.
Just talk about how this program has grown in that area.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's like the level of athlete that we have that lines up at the conference championship, because you can only put 5 athletes in each event. So we've got very good athletes that are 6th or 7th in an event that don't get to compete at it at the conference championship just because that's where our team is. And so now we have this mentality in practice where, hey, we want to work hard, we want to do really well because we want to be able to compete at the conference championship. So it does help us have a better sense of urgency in practice on a day-to-day. But then secondly, we're not letting that get in the way of what our team culture is, and that's really pulling for each other on a day in and day out basis. And we're very adamant about our athletes not thinking like, hey, I know I'm ranked number 6 in this event. I want something to happen to this guy so I can be the number 5 and step up and run conference. We don't have that mentality at all. It's really just everybody pushing each other. And then, the athletes that aren't competing are still here in the stands, and they're the biggest cheerleaders. They're out here rooting on everybody, and they know that their time will come and their opportunity will be there to compete eventually as well.
Lady Flames won their 5th straight indoor championship. The men have won their 3rd overall. Coach, congrats on the victories.
Thank you.